Here at the Hubb podcast, we advise everyone out there to not ingest any types of Clorox or bleach.
Don't be like SpongeBob.
When was the last time you watched Star Wars?
Ooh.
Does Clone Wars count?
They're actually making new episodes.
It's
pretty
back.
cool. But I mean, it has nothing to do with music, so I don't give a shit about it right now.
All right. I see how it is. I did see an article that said I think over half of Americans are afraid to go to concerts until there's a vaccine. You know?
I believe it.
But no, I agree.
Will you go to a concert?
I would not go to a concert. Honestly, I mean, I would probably risk it once with like a mask and everything, but nah, all you gotta do in a concert is like gotta like mosh pit and like, hey, you gotta dance and basically you exude sweat. If there's like a person with COVID-19, do you really want that person to be like having a cloud of sweat around you and giving you all those fluids?
No.
Well,
that's the point. Like, I don't know.
We were talking about Star Wars earlier.
Here we go.
And I was thinking, what if you had like a stormtrooper, helmet and like full on outfit to like keep everything out? Would you then go to a concert?
Maybe if it was air conditioned inside, I feel like that would still be super hot for me to wear.
Would you really wear a stormtrooper full outfit? Like, have you seen the guys from Comic-Con? Do you not think they're dying inside? Like, seriously, like
they're dying inside for a whole other reason.
Yeah, but do you want to go and like be like moshing and everything with one of those? Like, let's say it's a legit one. Let's say it's like a plastic, like an ABS plastic and everything. Do you really want to risk breaking that, or like, I don't know, like sweating and getting a heat stroke out of that? Like,
well, there are people that are making at least the top half of it. EDM.com showed this company making a rave suit.
A suit?
Yeah, it's a suit. Like, this is the future.
What?
That's kind of cyberpunk.
What
honestly.
is that? Social
This thing is really cool.
Wow. Look, all I'm saying
So it
is
has
that
a
this
sensor.
is another Black Mirror episode here waiting to happen.
Hell yeah. To be honest, I'm down.
Like,
It has a camera built in, speakers, RGB LED strips right there, sensors. There's even a pouch that you can put in alcohol. All right, my favorite part, a thing for you to vape, which I think is the opposite of what you should be doing right now. Really.
oh, look at that. The
Airtight.
Vape and drink. What?
So it comes like a straw inside. You put the canister in,
Yeah.
so you can drink and vape within your containment unit.
Ah, yes, the cell phone. Legit, this looks like a Mars exploration suit. Like, what is it? His name, Mark something.
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg went to Mars. This
Yeah.
is it. Like, if he was on shrooms and he wanted to go and have a good time in Mars, he would use that.
Okay, first off, the idea of being on Mars and on shrooms sounds like a pretty great time, to be honest.
No, what? You're stranding in a fucking planet with this.
Yeah.
Like, do you really walk
You
like
gotta
this?
bring it there.
Do you walk like this in
my
an
first
EDM
thought honestly
concert?
was like, CDC, not CDC. I guess in a way it kind of does look like a CDC outfit too, but no, EDC, all the like rave scenes, that's the first thing I think of.
And
I mean,
the interesting
imagine instead of the colors, they're like all black.
Voice communication. Like, let me read this. It says,
Oh, yeah.
Voice
So it
communication.
connects with people around you.
wireless voice
So you can talk.
communication. So this is a
Imagine you trying to come up to a girl and she's like, nope, clicks the button, boots you off her allowed list.
dude,
But what do you
I
think? Is this the future?
I see the potential there. I see it. Well, here's the thing though. I mean, like, do you think that's going to be a readily, like, publicly available thing that anyone can like afford? Or is this something that's going to be like more on like a high end kind of thing? Because I mean, like, I guess if it was cheap enough for people to do that, maybe that is the future. But I mean, like, I don't think we're going to get to that Black Mirror episode anytime too soon, unless like we get more of those stimulus checks from this quarantine.
So supposedly, right now, it's patent pending. So I'm assuming if there's a patent, it's going to make it really hard for everybody to be able to make a suit like this.
Right. Yeah, like whoever has like the patent for it, it's going to be like the douchebag at the party that's going to be like standing out while everyone else is looking at him like, wow, you're a total tool. If everyone is wearing it, then I get it. But like,
Well, it could be like
don't know, man.
those silent discos where they give everybody the pair of the wireless headphones. But as you
So-
enter, they give you the suits.
seems like a lot of work There's already long ass lines for these kinds of like shows. Imagine like having to be fitted for that. You know, like that's gonna be like so much more extra time now. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen with this pandemic.
Oh,
what do you mean this pandemic? What's the next pandemic?
COVID-20.
Well,
Look, we have pandemics, every 100 years minimum.
minimum.
Spanish influenza was the last big pandemic, which was almost exactly 100 years ago.
All I'm saying is that right now, that sounds ridiculous. Go to a concert, whether it be EDM or rock or metal. I don't want that shit. I don't want to look like I'm going to a space exploration. Am I waiting for someone to impregnate me with some like alien eggs or some shit? Because that looks like it.
Imagine years down the line, we're able to colonize Mars and we start having raves
That's what it
on that
looks
planet.
like.
Space raves.
Like that shit
Future.
sounds tight. That's just cyberpunk as fuck.
So maybe we can't do suits because
Okay.
that might be too hard. What about if we did a drive-in concert? Kind of like drive-in movie theaters.
Like you're talking
Well-
about like a drive-in theater, you know, how like people like to put like the radio and that's how they're able to like hear in the car like the music.
Most cars' speaker system is really well done. Unless your car is old, then it might be shitty. But almost all the new cars
Feel attacked.
have really not. Sorry, what?
Because my car doesn't exactly have the
What about
best
your
sound
car?
system right now. But let's say this whole thing were to happen and we decide to carpool all in your car with the fancy audio and shit because we're responsible in this place and we decide to actually, you know, save the environment by not using multiple cars.
To save the
And
environment.
we, you know, go to this live show. You're saying that it would pick up some really good sound in like the car stereo system?
Yeah. It's a city in Denmark, so they decided to have an open air concert that's a drive-in.
They're not
So
6
the only
feet
thing that
apart.
sucks, well, the cars, you're safe in the car.
The governor Gavin Newsom has said that mass gatherings like concerts will be in the final stage of public life. Ooh, it won't happen
Yeah,
until
I was
30.
reading. He was saying like mass gatherings, like music festivals and all that, aren't going to be a thing until fall of 2021. Not even of this year.
It's kind of bad news for us because we are basically based around music and concerts. I don't know. It's kind of sad. I mean, I'm thinking in the future that we need to make a drive-in theater concert, honestly. We have everything to make it here in San Diego, honestly. There's like 2 drive-in theaters, big space, cool people. We should get one and make one and get people to go over and I don't know, what do you guys like? Doing some indie rock, some metal, some EDM in your car? What's the best kind of music to listen to in your car, like in the drive-in concert?
I mean, I love listening to any kinds of music, honestly, like in the car. But I do tend to like listen to things that are like a lot louder because it's an environment where you're just on your own. You can have the windows out, down, or up, and you're just blasting shit, and it sounds great. So for me, blasting metal is like some of the coolest like genre of music that you can listen to in the car because now you have, you know, people can't really say shit if you have your windows down, you're blasting it because you can just drive away like.
I
leave.
feel like the best music for like car listening concerts are the Foo Fighters or Radiohead or like the Strokes.
That's because we live here in San
Yeah.
Diego, and all we hear in the radio sometimes is Foo Fighters and maybe,
Yeah,
Red
like
Hot Chili
literally, and Blink
Peppers and all
182.
that.
No,
So
Blink
rock.
182, you need like
Rock.
some good shit.
I
But
feel
like,
like rock would be
specific
pretty
kind
good.
of rock, you know, like not just any rock.
Dad rock,
That rock, yeah, that rock.
beach rock.
This is meant to be as something to get by, not necessarily the long-term solution. Once we overcome this, once there's a vaccine or there's herd immunity or however we overcome this, in the meantime, we need to still have some sense of normalcy. Driving concerts might be like the next best thing in order to see the artists that we want to see and get out of our homes.
Yeah.
I think right now a lot of us are getting stirred crazy. Maybe just going for a drive, go chill, maybe park next to your friends. It might,
you know
it
what
might be the next
sucks?
best thing for now.
I remember seeing the news on that, and there was a couple of people that were saying, I have kids at home. I hope that they reopen because I can't keep my kids entertained for this long. Like, it makes sense because people like need some kind of entertainment, and especially with kids. Imagine having to be home with your kids all day, and like, yeah, they have to have their parents all day, but as a parent, not me. They usually just give up at one point and give them the iPad.
Exactly.
Or give them a
Then
phone.
leads to all the screen time.
And that's not okay all the time, but it's okay once it's like it's been a while.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's so funny actually because my day job essentially I was like on the
Ooh,
phone
day
with a
job.
client earlier.
You have a job?
You have a job?
Unfortunately, I know
Whoa.
it's crazy. I'm able to work from home, and it's just a whole bunch of things. Basically, I was just talking to this person at home, and literally all you can hear is just like these screaming children and all that. Now, I mean, that's probably normal even outside of the quarantine, but I'm just gonna assume because of the way she was telling me about like, yeah, I got my hands like way too full right now and everything. She just sounded defeated. It potentially, I'm assuming too, she just has no idea what to do with these kids right now
Yeah.
during this quarantine time.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it.
I see what you mean, Will, about the whole idea of like we need some kind of sense of normalcy,
Yeah.
some bit of being able to just enjoy going out in general. My first thought, honestly, about that was if we're trying to hold the whole thing about trying to stay safe from like the COVID-19 while being parked there, like how the restrooms going to be like over there in that situation? Like, you
That's a
know,
good
eventually got to
question.
leave the car.
Just
Are you
bring
gonna have
your
to drive
bottle.
to another area?
Just bring a bottle and don't take a.
All right.
I don't know about that. Seen the lines in concerts though when you go to the bathroom? There's like a 2 mile long.
Well,
Exactly.
the good news for like festivals, half of the line is people trying to do coke on a potty,
Oh yeah?
on a porta potty. Yeah, some people are crazy.
Can you explain to me the process?
I honestly
you've
can't.
experienced firsthand, right?
I mean, you've seen it.
No, I don't see people doing it.
Yeah. Oh, so
I
how do
just
you
hear
know?
people being like, I hear people being like, all right, we're gonna go use the restroom, and they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, that was like the craziest bathroom trip ever. This girl offered me coke. Like that's the kind of energy that I see
Okay.
at like bars even.
But maybe it was just like a placebo effect. It wasn't even like actually drugs, but they're
No.
just like, oh, I'm so high right now, guys.
It was like in Cheech and Chong when the girl gives when Cheech gives like a whole plate of like what is it
Detergent. Yeah.
and it's just powder.
Wait, maybe the reason they're strong is because they cured the coronavirus.
Yo, that's misinformation. I'm gonna have to ban you.
Yeah, you know,
I learned that from the
we don't-
president.
No,
Bleach, disinfectant, like anything.
Bro.
I can't even say that with a straight face. God damn it.
bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
Here at the
Don't-
Hubb Podcast, we advise everyone out there to not at all ingest any types of like, you know, Clorox or bleach.
Don't be like
or any-
SpongeBob.
Do not be like SpongeBob. Do not be like Trump says. Trust me, I've tried.
Whoa.